I did say it was going to be a scorcher, but I didn't think it was going to be this much of a scorcher from the get-go. Look at this, they're trying desperately to make their way through these choke points. A few little pre-fires here and there. There we go, Fluky taking down Deryeon, but Jay and Juicy coming through with picks of their own. sScary and Cigarettes taking down Juicy and Jay. And there we go, beautiful shot there. Ultimately traded out by sScary, though, but Retla is ready and waiting with the refrag of their own. And now we're in a 1 versus 1 post plan. Do they try and stick this spike? It's a little bit of a bait with the pistol, but for now, I'm pretty sure that Retla feels pretty safe, or maybe not as much now. There we go! Cigarettes, beautiful clutch step. Doesn't actually have the time! Goodness me.
This has given XERXIA the freedom to push up C-Long and try and take that additional control.
No, and that's 100% it, isn't it? Because only Cigarettes is really... Well, now they certainly know so rotation is coming back, but look how much side control they now have. Juicy making their way all the way into hell as Deryeon takes down 6. And beautiful shots coming through. Juicy with another. Surf trades it back, but Juicy is just too good right now. Landing that shot onto Surf, and once again, the spike is down, and it's a bit of an uncomfortable retake. A 4 versus 2, but never say never. These are two of the best teams in this region, and if anyone's going to do it, it's certainly going to be them. Fluky. A little bit of a roam, trying to find out where these players may be lurking. Not sure if they're aware. Yes, they are. Retla falling down. Can sScary get another? No, they can't. Jay there. Beautiful shot. They know where Fluky is. They can start sending up
on XERXIA. We have the tour de force alongside the From the Shadows, which may enable some fast rotations for the members of Bleed. But for Juicy, it's a quick swing. Damage to Surf, but it's not enough to kill. The operator reveals with a trade onto the Jet. Some say jet diff, some say weapon diff, and some say that sScary is going to have to defend this B site now, almost solo. Swings out, spotted out by Deryeon, punished for swinging dry. And with that now, the Cosmic Divide is going to be deployed, guaranteeing a plant. The chamber now in Garage is the win condition for XERXIA. Swings out, spotted out by Retla, punished by Retla. And for Cigarettes and Surf here, saving becomes a very real possibility. With the loss of the operator, though, Cigarettes is going to try and at least do some damage, but damage to what's available.
Those engagements, nice early intel coming through just to make sure that A-Long is clear. I mean, well, certainly it's going to be
accompanied by what is going to be a myriad of players pushing through A-Long here. JayH may have an inkling as to this position, but Fluke but Surf, oh, he gets tickled by that ping, has to back out now. But crazyguy's position known means they're trying to fight Cigarettes is going to be a nightmare. Spots him out, gets the kill regardless though. Now he has Fluky to worry about. Fluky, his third of the round, finishes the job. But this was all a fake. It's for all the time needed for Bleed to get up through Garage now into sScary. The same position he got a 2K with that stinger from before. Can he do it again? No, he can't. Retla finishes the job. That'll be the plant. And now let's see what Bleed can do in a 3 versus 2 after plant scenario. Yes, there's a lockdown, but what good will it do, especially with the flank coming from Fluky? There's 4 on 4, the ace.
Ace indeed. That's really unfortunate. Again, the plan had to be changed, but Deryeon gets one. Can they bait the rest of these engagements? No, they can't. Fluky has been absolutely on fire this round, and certainly so. That was an ace on the board for them. Very, very quickly. 20 seconds on the clock, and it looks like Juicy is about to try and lead the way here, but sScary ready and waiting with the tiniest of pixel peek through the snow. Gets one onto Deryeon. That's a very good start from the Omen player, and there we go, shut down by Retla after taking out Juicy as well.
It's a beautiful delay game coming out from the members of XERXIA here, and they win on time. They win via time, a cruel mistress, and Cigarettes.
You go for that overextension, but then you pull back. That's the safer way to play it.
There's that jump through, and Juicy's good for the first. Retla chimes in for the second. A beautiful capitalization from the Rolling Thunder. Yes, XERXIA have players in heaven. And yes, Bleed's rotation with a spike isn't too quick here. A Rolling Thunder could allude to a victory on time here. They probably will be committed once we see the spike get tapped. With the Horn going out first, there's the aftershock. Not quite able to get the first, and Deryeon swings wide. Able to finish the job. Cigarettes now has to do a great job at distracting his opposition. He does just that now. Down to the 2 versus 2. A collapse from heaven. JayH good for the first. It's a pistol. Reveals himself. Tanks crazyguy, but he can't quite kill him. There's the bait and switch. Deryeon gets the kill. It's an absolutely beautiful start now. And for Fluxy backside, he's only got 25 HP. That's not what you want when in an afterplant, but it's the aggression of the breach. Good for JayH, has the Rolling Thunder. Oh, that Rolling Thunder's perfect, especially with the player falling now from the flank. And with that, Fluky, good for another, but timing may be everything. Shot dart deployed, it's in the perfect position.
Crazy really go to 10-2, because that pressure is going to be phenomenal on that initial pistol round from their own attack. But there we go, Juicy with the opening engagement as per usual. Scarry falling down. The ulti is going to start to come through from crazyguy, but they're actually shut down by Fluky and Surf, who also takes down Juicy. That's a nice little attempt at a retake, and this is where the attack have to get a bit more passive. Start to use some util, especially when you got Fluky. Like that, the trade comes through by Jay, but there we go, Jay immediately taken out. It's all left down to Retla. They do get one there, but can they stop this defuse? I don't think they can, Draven. There we go.
That Killjoy utility has to be used very, very wisely here. There goes that alarm bot, and with that, it's going to be a 3B site. Much like our first round, Grace, it's going to be another 5-on-5 retake with Juicy up close and personal in the smoke, looking for an opening.
For sure, look at this, little pre-fires through the smoke in an attempt to find a head. I mean, there's a head for Fluky, taking out Juicy, but Retla is there to trade it back. Fluky with a second there onto Retla as well, and both sides really going neck and neck with this
another
kill
5-on-5 retake. The only difference now is that there's a Rolling Thunder available for this breach.
100%. Very good. crazyguy with a 2k, and we need this utility to come from the defense thick and fast because they really need to retake this side. Beautiful shot there by Cigarettes, taking down a Deryeon, and can Retla do anything about it? No, they can't. The cleanup there, a 3 versus 3. This is going to get a little bit intense now for the defense. Do you try and stick that defuse? It looks like that is indeed what they're going to try and do, but there we go for util, forcing them off that defuse ultimately. Juicy with the pick there onto Cigarette's bow, and this is what we talk about when it comes to that post plant, the lines of sight and that util, and we might see it used again. crazyguy though goes a little bit large, taking down XERXIA. Can we talk about
I don't like how crazyguy committed the Hunter's Fury there. I think that was a bit of an overcommitment. Elsewhere though, we are going to have Juicy aggressive with the operator. We do have the Omen disappearing into heaven. That's going to be able to catch out Juicy on the flag. Oh, it doesn't. So really well placed smoke. Then Jay comes to the rescue as Juicy tries to get away. He's eventually finished off, but the Rolling Thunder now comes into effect, and it's a beautiful Rolling Thunder at that. Jay able to double down now on for his third. This is assisted by a crazyguy who finishes off
Cigarettes.
Cigarettes.
Start to come through from Surf, and they're ready and waiting for Deryeon to make their swing, make their pick out. The smoke goes down. Scarry gets a pick there onto Juicy, and it's going to get a little bit hot and heavy in this garage area. The trades yet again coming through. Fluky with 2 now. Retla and Jay are both falling down, and crazyguy kind of in no man's land a little bit. That site is fully for the taking now, and that plant can go down. How do you retake in a 1 versus 4 when you have very limited util in pocket and Scarry sliding up behind you? I mean, this could be a little bit of a nasty flank. And there we go. Scarry has actually spotted him out, and there we go.
I can't help but worry a little bit here for Bleed.
No, 100%. Fluky there. Beautiful shot down to Deryeon though. Again, this trade needs to come in. This is the issue with Bleed right now. They're not getting these trade-offs. I mean, that's a little bit of a slow burn there. But Jay with the 2, actually. Surf and Cigarettes both falling. And there we go. Juicy has something to say too. XERXIA falling down. This is looking so much better for Bleed right now. All they have to do is hold their positions for now and let XERXIA try and work out where they're going to go. Juicy's ready and waiting for Fluky. There we go, and he knows now that Spike is down.
Unguarded B sites. We're starting to see Bleed start taking leaves out of XERXIA's book, which is to try and compartmentalize the map, start being a little bit more aggressive on the positions which aren't necessarily always guarded. So what's avail Fluky? He's just so good with that sniper.
This is it. The plan is going down. Surf actually getting taken out by crazyguy. Nice shot there, but Scarry with the 2k there, extending any of them. Surf ready and waiting for this approach from the back now. Pressure in hell as well, and also Heaven as the defender killjoy. There we go. That's the lockdown coming through. Juicy taking out Surf. They really need to push away these attackers. They need to stop this aggression to Heaven, and that's what I'm talking about. Juicy and Jay absolutely on fire. Yet again, another one for Jay, and that defuse can be the defenders hoping to cause a ruckus, but crazyguy with this util ready to get their number. There we go. The pings come through. They know exactly where they are, and these swings can start to come out. No immediate engagement. The overshot starts coming out as well as Rolling Thunder does too. Juicy though with the Blade Storm. This is what we like to see. Fluky, beautiful shot there with the op. Retla trading it immediately back onto Cigarette So, and it's a little bit of a scrappy one here on both sides. Gorgeous shot there. My Fluky is on fire. A 3k there. Can they manage to clutch this out? No, they can't, but goodness me, wasn't that a good try?